Hello friends, I am DK Meena from KV number 4 Jaipur and today I am here with a new video of our lesson halves and quarters of class 4 mathematics. In this video we are going to learn about the half, that is the 1 by 2, and quarter, that is 1 by 4, and the 1/3, that is the 1 by 3. First I am going to tell you the TLOs, that means the targeted learning outcomes of this lesson. The first is to be able to share a whole equally and unequally. After watching this video, the students will be able to share a whole things in equally and unequally. The next is to be able to concept of half, quarter and 1/3. You also will be able to what is half, what is quarter and what is 1/3. Next is to be able to write a fraction as numerator and denominator. You will be able to learn what is the denominator and what is the numerator, and you can write a number as in fraction. First, equal and unequal parts. Here are some equal and unequal parts. The pictures are here. Some pictures are divided in equal parts and some pictures are divided in unequals. You have to find out them. These pictures are divided in equal parts and which are divided in unequal parts. So here are four pictures A, B, C, D, and each figure is cut into a number of parts. That means there are the two parts in each figure, and some are equal and some are unequal parts. So name the figure which are divided into two equal parts. You have to write the name of figure which is divided into equal parts. Here are two figures. These are divided into equal parts. The figure number B and figure number C. These figures are divided into equal parts, and the figure number A and figure number D is divided into unequal parts because these parts are unequal. These are not same. So in this way you can find the unequal and equal part. That means the exact two half are equal, and the exact there can be two parts or three parts and four parts, but you have to find the equal part, that means the same part. Now we will learn about half. What is half? When the whole is divided into two equal parts. If you are having a thing or any object which is divided into two equal parts and one of two equal parts, the one part out of two equal parts we say the half. If that is divided into two equal parts and we want to say the fraction for one part, we will say as half. It is the half of this whole, and we will write the 1 by 2. Here are some pictures. These pictures are divided into two equal parts. These are the two equal parts of this triangle. Here is the triangle. This is divided into two equal parts. The part number 1 is blue and the part number 2 is red. This is the half of the whole triangle, then which the each part is half of the whole triangle or whole shape. And the circle is also here. It is also having two equal parts, so each part is the 1 by 2. That means if we write the fraction for one part out of 2, we will write as 1 by 2, or we can say it is the half of the whole object. In same way, we will write the fraction for this picture also. The each part is 1 by 2 of this whole. That means here is the whole, this is the whole. That means the whole picture is divided into two parts. So we will write the fraction for this, the 1 by 2. That means the each part of this whole of this object is 1 by 2 or half. Next, one half, 1/4 and 1/3. How many one half will make one whole? How many 1/4 will make one? How many 1/3 will make one? So here are some pictures. First question is here: how many halves make one whole? How many halves make one whole? That means the two halves, 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2. here is here are the two halves, and these two halves make one whole. And how many one fourth make whole? How many one fourth? That is the 1 by 4. So 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4. That means there are four equal parts will make one whole. And how many one third will make one whole? One third, that means the three parts. That is the 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3, that is the 3 time will make one whole. That means if we joined three parts, one third plus one third plus one third, three times, these will make the one whole. In this way we can make one whole by adding the two half and four fourth and three one third. Now there is a activity, how to divide a paper into two halves. First you have to take a sheet of paper and put the two ends on one over the other and fold the paper. You have to fold the paper into two equal parts according to the ends, and the line along the fold divided the paper into two equal parts. That line will divide the paper into two equal parts. That means there are the two equal parts, the part number 1 and part number 2. We will write the fraction for each part. That means the each part is 1 by 2 of the paper. Now third, what is the one third? The whole is divided into three equal parts, and one of three equal parts is called one third. If the whole thing is divided into three equal parts and we have to write the fraction for one part, so we will write the 1 by 3. That means the one of three equal parts. 1 by 3, that means the one of three equal parts. We are taking only one out of three parts. Here is the picture. This is divided into three parts, part number 1, 2 and 3. That means the each part is 1 by 3. This one is also 1 by 3. This one is also 1 by 3. So we can say the each part of this triangle are 1 by 3 of this whole triangle. And now the circle is here. This is also divided into three equal parts. That means the all parts are 1 by 3 of this whole circle. The whole is divided into three equal parts. That's why we write here 1 by 3. And here is also the 1 by 3. This one is also 1 by 3. This one is also 1 by 3. In this way we can find the one third of any object. Now the quarter. What is quarter? We have to write the fraction uh, for any object if it is divided into four equal parts. That means the whole object is divided into four equal parts, and one part out of four equal parts we say one fourth, or we can write the 1 by 4. Here is the triangle, and this is divided into four equal parts. There are four equal parts. That means the each part is one fourth of the whole. That means the whole triangle is divided into four equal parts. This is the 1 by 4. Next, the circle is also here. This is also divided into four equal parts. So each part will be the one fourth of the whole circle. That means the one part is 1 by 4. Here is also 1 by 4. When any object or any shape or anything that is divided into four equal parts, and we want to write the fraction for one part, that means the each part is quarter or 1 by 4 of the whole. So in this way we can write the fraction for any object that is divided into four equal. Now fraction, what is the fraction? We are going to learn about the fraction. The fraction is a part of a whole. The fraction is a part of the whole. if any object which is divided into different parts, that can be divided into two parts or three parts or four parts, that is the whole thing. That is, if it is divided into three parts, the whole is three. Divided into four parts, the whole is four. So there are the two things in the fraction, we must know about them. First is the numerator. What is the numerator? The numerator above the fraction line, the number which is above the fraction line, to show a number of part in a whole. The numerator says that how many parts in fraction. And the next thing is the denominator. What is the denominator? The number below the fraction line, the number which is written on the below on the line, that means the downside, to show the number of equal parts that the whole is divided. That means the how many total parts in whole, it shows denominator. So we can write numerator and denominator like this. Here is a pizza. This pizza, that is the whole, divided into four equal parts, but here are only three parts and one part is missing. So we will write the fraction for three parts. So there are three parts, we are writing about the fraction, three parts. So we will write here 3 as numerator, and the whole is divided into four equal parts. That means the denominator will be 4, because this whole pizza is divided into four equal parts. So whole we will write as denominator, and the numerator, that means how many parts we are taking in fraction, we will write as numerator. Numerator is the upper part and denominator is the lower parts. Here the numerator and denominator's position. The numerator, that means the never down. It will not be in downside. That means it comes on upper side only, and the denominator always will be downside. That means it will be on the downside. The next, numerator and denominator of a fraction. What are the numerator and denominator of the fraction? How to write it is the numerator, and how to write it is the denominator. Now what fraction is shaded? That means here is a picture. This picture is divided into four equal parts, and out of four equal parts, the three parts are shaded, and we have to write the fraction for shaded part. So three parts are shaded. That means we will write the 3 as numerator, and whole is divided into four parts. Total four parts are there. Colored part, yeah, shaded part or unshaded parts, we have to write as denominator, because there are whole total parts, colored and uncolored. So it is written as the 3 by 4 of the fraction is shaded, and unshaded part, there is one unshaded part, so we will write as 1 as numerator, and the whole is 4. The denominator always will show the whole thing, that is divided into number of parts. The whole things which is divided into total number of parts, the denominator says. Next is where 3 is called the numerator and the 4 is called the denominator. So we can write the numerator and denominator like this. The next is, what is the fraction for shaded part? 4 divided into shaded part is called a fraction. This is called a fraction. The figure divided into shaded part is called fraction. Here are some pictures. These pictures are divided into some equal parts. The first is divided into four equal parts, and out of four equal parts, the one part is shaded. And in the next picture, it is divided into six equal parts. Out of six equal parts, the two parts are shaded. And the next one is divided into five equal parts, and out of five equal parts, the three parts are shaded. So we have to write the fraction for each part. So one part is shaded, so we will write as 1 4. In next picture, the two parts are shaded, so we will write at 2 6. That is the 2 by 6. And the next, the 3 by 5. That is the 3 fifths. So we can write 1 by 4, 2 by 6, and 3 by 5, because here is one part colored and total whole is 4, and here are two parts colored, whole is divided into 6 parts. Here is three parts color and the whole is divided into 5 parts. That's why we write here 5. I think you understand the concept of the fraction, what is the numerator and the denominator. Next, here is the evaluation time. Uh, one Set the figure to show the fraction. Here is the picture, and here is the fixed fraction is written here. You have to shade this figure, this picture, according to the fraction, the 3 by 5. That means you have to shade 3 parts out of 5. In the same way, another picture, you have to shade 5 parts out of 8. This is divided into 8 parts. And in question number 2, the numerator and denominator you have to find. The 2 by 5 is there, so you have to find which is the numerator and which is the denominator. Numerator is the upper part is here 2, and the lower part is here 5. So we will write the 5 as denominator. In the next question, there are dash part in whole circle. The circle is here, how many parts are here, you have to count and write here. Write the following fraction in words. There are some fractions, you have to write them in words. So here are some riddles for you. You have to read all the riddles and write the correct fraction. It is your homework. Thank you, friends. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you will enjoy this lesson. Thank you.